meet someone for the first time, they smile, say hello, maybe shake your hand, and somehow before they've even finished introducing themselves, your brain has already whispered, "I like them," or "something feels weird." But wait, you know almost nothing about this person. So how did your brain decide? And here's the unsettling part. Sometimes, your first impression can influence how you interpret everything they do afterward. Your brain doesn't like uncertainty. When it encounters someone new, it immediately starts collecting clues. Their facial expression, their voice, their posture, their gestures, even the situation you're meeting them in. And then, tries to answer a very old question. Is this person safe, familiar, or worth paying attention to? Think of your brain like a prediction machine. It doesn't simply look at what is happening. It uses what you've experienced before to guess what might happen next. So when you meet someone, your brain may unconsciously compare them with people, situations, and patterns you've encountered before. Not because your brain knows the truth, because it's trying to make a useful prediction quickly. Imagine walking into a new classroom. You see someone smiling confidently, they speak clearly, they seem relaxed. Your brain might quickly create a simple story. They seem confident. But notice something. You haven't actually measured their confidence. You've interpreted a few visible clues and turned them into a story. That's the shortcut. And sometimes one positive quality spills over into everything else. This is related to something psychologists call the halo effect. Imagine someone seems friendly. Suddenly, your brain may also assume they're kind, reliable, interesting, maybe even smarter. One positive impression can create a halo around the rest of the person. But there's a catch. You might be filling in information you don't actually have, and the opposite can happen too. Someone is nervous. They stumble over their words. Maybe they don't make eye contact. Your brain might quickly think, they're unfriendly. But maybe they're just shy. Maybe they're having a difficult day. Maybe they're nervous because they really wanted to make a good impression. Your first interpretation isn't necessarily the whole person. And here's where first impressions become really interesting. Once your brain forms an impression, you may start noticing things that confirm it. If you decide someone is friendly, their smile stands out. If you decide they're rude, the one awkward comment suddenly becomes very noticeable. Your brain isn't necessarily looking at the whole picture. It's looking for evidence that fits the story it already started telling. But here's the good news. A first impression isn't a life sentence. People change, you learn new information, you see different sides of them, and your brain can update its prediction. So the next time you meet someone and instantly think, I know what they're like. Pause, you probably don't. You have a first impression, not the whole story. So maybe the most interesting thing about first impressions isn't how quickly we judge other people. It's how quickly our brains try to make sense of the unknown. The next time someone surprises you, give your brain permission to change its mind. Because behind every first impression, there's usually a person you haven't finished discovering yet. This was Brain Betrayals. Until next time, stay curious. And remember, your brain isn't broken. It just takes shortcuts.